Hello, Matt here. Another day of Project Fastest 149 in the world, also known as Complete 135i swap, is underway. And this is going to be a long one. We're working on the suspension because, well, we finally have our subframe and the steering rack. So let's go! First up, let me show you the steering rack. A bit of plastic welding here because, as always, we bought it cheap. 80 euros. Also, I need to remove this because someone cut it off. I don't know why. And then we need to swap tie rods, these parts, to this rack because these are good over there. And finally, an update on the engine. It's all complete. I've received my bolts, so camshaft is finally bolted in, and all the wiring. Oh, the new wiring is also here. Very expensive one, almost 200 euro. But hey, it's an engine now. Now, you remember me saying 5 Series Turbo is a good alternative, with wastegate being a bit more up here, and then having space to route the intake over here. Yes, no. This then gets in the way, so we had to swap back to regular wastegate, and there's a difference on the lever here on the wastegate, so hope it works. If not, I still have the exhaust part of this turbo, and if everything else fails, it's time for a hybrid. Only thing we're missing now is what goes here, water pump, which is here, but the bracket, right now it's only fixed with a bit of super glue. Super power. Anyways, this is just temporary, so I can make the outlines and drill the holes and make a new bracket, or finally get some flux to wire the aluminum, which this is. And oh yeah, we had to fix this. Thought I would need to be changing this connector, but no, a bit of plastic welding, and it looks like shit, but should function. All the wiring now is basically done. We fixed all these wires. There's only one more connector, which honestly I don't have the solution to right now. So yeah, this one is bananas. But that's the only part of the wiring that still needs fixing, which is not true, because we also need to fix steering rack wiring, and we have a bit of wiring still missing here, which is a pain because I don't know how to get it. So for today's plan, subframe on, everything here off. We need to take off this, which is still rear wheel drive, and we need to, oh, this will stay like this. We need a new shock absorber for now, because I need to get a street legal, then I can go for the coilovers. Now what we'll be playing with is tension arms, which are different, xDrive and xDrive. And I'm sad about that part because I have PowerFlex caster adjusted bushings for this one. We'll see what we can do once this is off. The other part is my M2 lower control arms, which were very nice because they have spherical bushing there and are a bit longer, which means a little bit more caster and a little bit more camber, which is the goal with this setup too. So yeah, we'll be taking these off, we'll be taking the xDrive ones, the rear wheel drive ones, stocks, and then we'll be playing with them to see what suits this car the best. Then, prop shaft, we need one from that car. Complete rear subframe, we'll be using the one from that car. Why? Because half shafts are stronger on that car, and also final drive, different ratio, we need that one. So since I already have a bent control arm there, this should be a better solution. Anyways, that's the plan for now. Let's go. Looks like we're done for the day, but we do have a very nice, look at this, from the old rack, like new. Connector, as I said, is like new. Everything is holding tightly, everything is on. working as it should. Yeah, the steering wheel. We have one for 80 euros. Okay, there was like, I don't know, 40 euros of shipping because I have to ship everything because you cannot find anything in Croatia. But then I have a steering rack. Now it would have been nice if my GoPro worked and I had a time lapse of what we did, but okay. This is off. This side is also off. This is the new right side knuckle. These are discs that are pretty badly corroded and need to be done as they should be done. This is the right side. Now, right side, because, well, these rear-wheel drive ones were too small dust shields. These are the M2 lower control arms, which are going to be sold because, just to show you, this is an xDrive lower control arm. Yeah, a bunch of difference there. But as I said, we will be playing with this, and this does look like non-xDrive, regular one. Should be, if I could remember correctly, and I don't have them here, but I do have them somewhere on the other location. I hope they are on a halfway point, so yeah, that could be a nice upgrade. Stay tuned for that one. Oh, all this is rear-wheel drive, which we don't need. And this is a bent shock, left shock, which we need new. And here we have a right shock, but on a broken knuckle. So yeah. Now a few problems in this moment. First up, I don't have an Allen key big enough for this. I do have it, I don't know where it is. Cannot remove half shafts. Second thing, this shock absorber. That's it. Let's go on with work. Okay, so we've removed the subframe. Fitting these pieces of crap was a pain because I needed to straighten them all up. Well, now they kind of fit. Need to wash them a bit yet. This one is down. I think it's gearbox, something around gearbox. That's another piece of crap we need to straighten out. These fit. Still haven't removed the lines. To remove the lines, I have to drop the tank. To drop the tank, I have to drop the prop shaft, and to drop the prop shaft while I'm dropping the subframe either way. But as you can see, we just cannot catch a break with the weather. So thunderstorm coming, which means we're probably done for today. We need to clean up this mess and we'll continue tomorrow if weather will let us.
His brain is squirming like a toad.
So basically, subframe is going off. Also the handbrake. And at this point, I'm wondering, is there a freaking bolt we didn't change on that car? But why? I will explain soon. Now let's get the freaking sump. No, that's not a sump. Let's get a freaking subframe off. And let's get this show on the way. Alrighty then, the last bolt. And then we're lowering the subframe, hopefully. Oh, the car just went up, so I guess we're lowering the subframe. Something's breaking.
No, it's just
Breaking.
no, this check. Wait a sec.
I think we undone everything.
Try now. That's it. Go.
And that's why I always say, people, do this shit on concrete. Don't do it on whatever this is, because
It's grass.
I mean, it's off. Let's be honest, it's
It's
off.
off.
But now we're fucking bending everything, and god fucking damn it. Okay, just gonna help me.
Nobody cares.
Pull the plug.
This is really weird. Starting from.
Also, you should have pointed it down, but whatever. This is how you pull the rear subframe of an F20
No, it's not.
One BMW. No, what she says. That's not how you do things. Anyways, now we need to take the... A song comes to mind. Never Ending Story. Because now we need to lower down the gas tank. We need to lift up the car. Take the subframe off, lower down the gas tank, and then assemble everything. So yeah, fun times. Finally, we are done disassembling this car. Fuel tank is out, rear subframe is out, fuel lines are out. All that's left in there is some tools, nuts and bolts, which need to go. Then we have to remove this trim, the doors,
Girl, we couldn't get much higher.
and the glass windows, tinted windows, which are for sale. And that's it. This car is done. Here's the fuel tank. I have to check if the fuel pump is different or the fuel tank is different. Anyway, I hope it isn't, because I don't want to pull the fuel tank out of this car. It's not a simple job. And this is the subframe. Very good condition subframe. Well, it was 100,000 kilometer car, so not a lot of rust, which I like, except on these. But and these, I don't know why there's rust here, but everything else seems pretty good. This needs to go into this car. Also, this needs to go on to this car, and then finally, N55 engine should be going in this car. Hey, so I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to see us finish this piece of, yeah, you need to now. So close. Assembly time. But for now, this is it. And as always, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.